Okay, we're going to install our rear main seal. That actually goes on before the flywheel housing on this one. We're going to use just a real thin bead of eliminator. You can see these holes have been repaired because they're aluminum. Okay, there's your plate. There's no seal in it right now. We're going to put that on after we get this started. I'm not going to tighten this down until I actually get the seal installed, just because it may be off center some. It's a whole lot easier. Leave this loose, get the seal in, and then tighten this up. And you notice you can take the flywheel housing out, and it would still work without the bell housing. There's what, 8 bolts here. We torque to 89 inch-pounds. See, after we get the seal installed, we'll torque this down. Another reason I want to use anaerobic, it won't dry until I get that on. Like I say, the cover's been repaired. You can kind of see some thread inserts in there. Somebody didn't get the oil pan started right when they put the pan on. After we get this, we can go ahead and put our pan on. To remove the old rear seal, you can see they drilled some holes in this. But basically, you drill it, use a slide hammer to pull them out. Okay, normally we wouldn't have this piece off. But this one has a little plastic sleeve that's installed on it already, because the lip has to go over the crankshaft. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't be able to get it on. So how that does, you set that there. Pull our sleeve out, like so. That's the installation tool we have to have. You could knock this into the hammer. I wouldn't recommend it. There's 2 studs that go on here. Then we can pull it on nice and evenly with the actual seal tool. And so here's our tool, the rear sleeve installer. So you can't put it on with that plastic sleeve. You have to push it on first and then use this to push them on. And I use a hammer too to, well, basically what I'll do is I'll just suck these down until it stops, and that installs the seal. Okay, we're going to finish sucking this down. And take one side a little ways, the other a little ways. So you kind of watch to make sure it looks like it's going evenly. And this side looks like it needs a little bit, so I'm going to give it a tap. Kind of help even it up. Kind of see the covers moving a little bit. Be careful how far we go in. Like say, we're going to run this in until it stops, and then that seal is installed. Oh, there, it stopped. Stopped. Just give it a couple of whacks to make sure. Take our tool off, and then we'll go ahead and torque the rest of those bolts for the housing that we didn't do. Torque 89 inch-pounds. Looks like the seal's in good. Go around and check them one more time, make sure I didn't miss any.